Yeah, we're all live.
All right, Shalom. Well, Shabbat Shalom. This is the brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. And to the, few sincere Aqua diligent learning in silence. Shabbat Shalom. And hey, lot of things going on January 9th of 2026. A little past a week into the new year, and what have you got? Rumors of wars, and civil unrest brewing, sedition amongst men, and divisions out here. And what we're going to be focusing on with this lesson is this whole situation going on with ICE. Things are just ramping up all across the country. You had that situation that happened in Minneapolis, where you know it's serious when a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman gets put down, by the authorities. So what hope is there for Jake? But regardless, hey, these Americans, especially these American Edomites, are getting ready to go at it with each other, and there's no stopping it. And hey, we're all for it because hey, it's going to tear this country apart that much more and bring about our salvation that much more quickly. But we can start it off with that, Mark.
It's the same Mark chapter 3, verse 24, in red letters, Yahushua speaking. It says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Kind of keep going.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand."
And we can clearly see that the kingdom of the United States of America is divided on damn near every level you could be divided on, from race, religion, politics, especially, you name it. And a house goes into what? A nation of people. And the nation of Esau, Edom is divided. Left versus right, man versus woman, older generations versus younger generations. And this whole situation with ICE is just a further indicative of that, because you've got these right wing Edomites that are for what Nero 47's doing, and defending that ICE agent putting down that Edomite woman, and then of course you got those on the left that are against it. They're actually protesting in Minneapolis right now, and another incident took place to where an ICE agent pulled a gun on on another person. So hey, these divisions are just going to ramp up as we get, deeper and deeper into this year. And we could very well see things completely just pop off this year, which, Abarakazah is the case.
I got one real fact going pretty much into the same thing. This is
God.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, all right, and they shall fight one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of the Egyptians shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsels thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards." You got it.
Kind of read the verse 4, Baba Kashab.
All right. And it says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hands of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them." All right, said the Lord of hosts. I want to say something with that too, because I have this other lesson prepared, and I wanted to say this on that lesson. You can see that this devil is really living out his blessing, man, of the sword in these times. All right, you see that cruel Lord is really active right now, man, and laying down the hammer on the whole world. All right, this guy is going around being a bully, not only here in America but around the world, man. And then I think Elias Woman put the article out there. This guy said that the world basically must be taken by force, all right, or be governed by force, man. All right, this is what's going on. But you got it out.
God. Hey, just to back you up with him living up to his blessing, what is it saying? I believe it's in Isaiah I don't know if it's in. I think it's in Isaiah where it says Babylon has been the hammer of the whole
Yep,
earth.
yep. That's the one I had too.
Khan. Hey, we can clearly see that Babylon, Babylon the Great, America is being the hammer of the whole earth right now. You see that situation which is taking place in Venezuela, and now he's throwing shots at Colombia, Cuba. He just recently said, "Look, we expect to be doing ground operations against the cartel in Mexico. You know what's going on with Greenland, which that's starting to get his European allies in an uproar. This man is just running roughshod out here, and
And we
ultimately,
see,
hey,
what we seeing too in place is the scriptures are very much in play where it says they shall hate the whore and burn up with fire. He's making everybody hate him. All right. And these nations, especially with this NATO situation, all right, NATO and Greenland, and you're going in and just. In 1 minute, I seen yesterday he was trying to offer the citizens of Greenland, I think 50 to 100,000 just to say that they're U.S. citizens, man. All right. Then he was trying to buy Greenland. They were like, it ain't for sale. Like, well, we just gonna take it, you know.
somebody get Daniel 7:20 real quick, because hey, because again, as Elder Brother was saying, this devil, you're seeing this devil, this Edomite, live out his blessing in real time, his proud and haughty nature, and using his sword to do so. And you just had and at the same time, he just talking shit. He talking cash money shit. You had what Stephen Miller in his administration say, look, pretty much America's, we're a superpower, so we can do whatever we want. And like, what are you going to do about it? And he was saying that because they were saying, your other NATO allies aren't for, what you're doing towards Greenland. And he's like, America is NATO, which goes to that Revelation 17, the whore that rides upon the beast. He was correct in that statement.
He said it wouldn't be no NATO without us. Any goddamn, we made NATO. I said, damn.
Khan. Well, hey.
Hold on, let me get this other scripture I just thought about.
Khan. You can actually start at verse 19 in that Daniel 7 after the elder brother gets his precept. But hey, what he was saying, was lining up with prophecy, because in Revelation 17, what does it say? The whore that rides upon the beast. And when you're on top of something, that means you're controlling it. You're the figurehead, which that's America's position right now, because after World War II, it was America through something called the Marshall Plan that built back up Europe, and built the infrastructure to allow for the EU and NATO. So America feels entitled to boss around her Western European allies any which way she wants.
Okay. This Daniel 7:19. It says,
I got it. I had it. This Daniel 7:19. It says, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nail of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet.
Now we know that fourth beast is talking about those legs of iron in Daniel chapter 2, the ancient pagan Edomite Roman Empire, which, America is coming in that same stead, which, it's Rome reincarnated. But what was Rome known for? Being a military powerhouse that, had its vassal states, and anybody that didn't want to play ball, hey, they got crushed, as it said, stamped under the residue of its feet with those iron and brass teeth and claws. Keep going on.
It says, verse 20, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell.
Hold it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know what that other little horn that is coming up. Now we're coming into the last leg of the fourth beast, those iron toes mixed with miry clay. This NATO EU system with the US at the head of it, that little horn. And that before whom 3 fell is talking about the Spanish, the French, and the British, who are the major players in the New World before the 13 colonies took over and become America as you know it today, that whore. You got it, all right?
It says, even of that That horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows.
And when you go into that word look in the Strongs, it goes into, chief, figurative of power or great. And that little horn is the power structure of this NATO EU system. Hence why it has that stout, proud look. And
That's the one I want.
oh,
That's the one I was looking for too. But
kind. And Nero 47, DJ Trump, he is everything America is at its core, encapsulated and on Front Street. The pride, the arrogance, throwing your riches around, throwing your military around, and treating everybody else around you like dog shit.
I got one for that.
Yeah, because riches, like I said, it's a rock. Riches lift up strength, man. And a lot of times these devils been, man, that man been everywhere these last couple of days. That man in Venezuela with the oil. This man is in Ukraine. Russia just sent missiles on them last night. I think I put the article in there. Man, this man just every goddamn well, man.
Hey,
That's the name of
that Habakkuk 2 at some point.
Hey, Kaya,
Yes.
that's the name of the lesson I got. I was finna do where it says I named it. This man is on a warpad or something like that. I think I named it.
Everywhere. You got the BRICS nation assembling themselves against this devil. You got China, Russia, and Iran joining in South Africa for like naval, drills and water courses and different things of that nature. You got people gearing up. I think it was China. It was either China or Russia say that they got like nuclear submarines, like setting themselves up like right at the mouth of where I don't know if America got a barricade set up or something like that. I forgot the article, so lock you for that. But you got war on water and in the air and on land, like at its height, man. It's getting lit up, man. You got it, Ryan.
Could somebody give me Obadiah 1:1 real quick? Because back up what the brother was saying, these nations are seeing that, look, we tried to go the diplomatic route with America, but America is not gonna stop. They want the smoke, so we're gonna have to bring the smoke to them as well.
I got one too.
You got it.
It goes into what you're saying, oldie but goodie, but I get it right here. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, waits for it, because it shall surely come. It would not tarry."
And we can clearly see that these things, again, we're in the 9th day of January, the first month of 2026, and look at how quickly things have ramped up. We're on the precipice of global war. We're on the precipice of economic downturns, because what this has done, this recent situation has just caused all these other nations to accelerate their plans to de-dollarize, which what's that ultimately leading towards? The new system, the digital system with that micro CHIP. A brother posted in the chat that BRICS is looking to put out a digital back, a gold back CBDC, or central bank digital currency. And I put a video in our chat to where, this is what this person was saying, but they said in their timeline by the end of this year, the US dollar is gonna lose a significant amount of its use globally, which with these nations planning on dropping treasury bonds and using the US dollar, that would mean all those dollars flooding back to the US and hyperinflating the currency to irrelevance, leading to a major economic collapse, a depression.
Right. Well, you got all sorts of things coming. You got ICE because of that woman getting killed in Minnesota. It done raised up an uproar in every state for protesters in every state. And then when you start looking, it's gonna be chaos, because when people protest, what happens? They start to loot, riots start to break out, right? They start to, neglect law enforcement, laws, rules, etc. And all that's gonna bring in what? Fucking martial law. You got it, bro.
Hey,
And the crazy part about it, it ain't even summer yet. Wait till the
Con.
summer.
It ain't June. It's not June.
Yo,
Hey, and in Portland the other day too, it might have been the same day or day after. You know, two
Yeah,
people
four
got
that got
shot
shot. Yeah, two
by
people got shot.
border
Mm-hmm.
agents. So going
Mm-hmm.
back to that Isaiah 19:2, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, brother against brother, city against city. You had the governor up in Minneapolis pretty much tell ICE to get the fuck out of my state, and you've got a bunch of other states starting to say the same. Look, we don't want ICE here, but these protests, these shootings are going to increase, and it's only a matter of time before somebody starts busting back at these ICE agents. And when that happens, that's exactly what Nero 47 wants, because he can say, look, this is domestic teism, we're under attack, so we really got to start rolling out the big guns, including those robots.
And he need a reason to exercise the Department of War anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It just was the Department of Justice. with days ago? Months? Now he need a reason to exercise the Department of War anyways on you people, man. You got it, bro.
Con. And Hegseth, your boy Hegseth, he's
Except
itching.
that, my boy.
He
He right.
he
Yeah.
when you think of a Edomite villain in any movie, Hegseth he's that guy.
Yes, bro.
And then JD
Trump say-
Vance and then JD Vance is saying, look, we need ICE to start going door to door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So it's gonna cause more confusion. Which that's the devil plan to what ultimately get everybody to, like you say, to go chaotic, so they can do what? They can lock this bitch down, man.
Con. You got a Yakina?
I'm trying to find this because they got another situation that happened with ICE. It was a off-duty ICE agent that killed the dude, man.
They
They're
just
talking about it.
there's so many, when I was looking up reading articles brothers posted on that Minneapolis shooting, it was linking to a bunch of different articles. ICE is just showing their ass all across the country, pulling guns on people, shooting people, beating people, detaining, actual citizens. It's a complete shit show out here.
And even on one of the articles, it had I forgot what brother posted it. I was reading it. You had one ICE agent, he was off duty, but he had a neo-Nazi sign, like behind his tattooed
Yeah.
behind his left.
But they already said that when they offer that 50,000, when they offer that 50,000 to enroll, all that's been enrolling nothing but those type of malicious
Makes sense.
military motherfuckers that hate Jake, man.
That's something about what?
Yeah. And these are a bunch of Edomite men who feel disenfranchised, like they're losing the country. They look at that MGTOW red pill content. They hate women. They think all Edomite women are getting piped down by Jake. They which in a lot of cases they are, but they just feel like, look, I've got all this pent up aggression, and I finally have an outlet to release it, and that's exactly what the devil's gonna do. And they got the perfect cruel lord and figurehead to lead them to do so.
Mm-hmm. But they're in the right spirit. The Lord raising up that ancient Edomite spirit to be a whipping stick for you Jakes, man.
And hey, he getting on his own people as well, because I mean, look, you it's bad when an Edomite woman takes 3 hot ones to the face by another Edomite, and they label the Edomite woman as a domestic T, and that was her fault for getting shot in the face. So again, a house divided against itself cannot stand. An Egyptian shall stand up against Egyptian.
Trump said he taking Greenland whether they like it or not, and then he doubled back and said that Russia or China gonna take it if they don't take it. I mean, this man is on a diabolical. He's on a diabolical roller coaster to American hell, man. If there's such, you got it, Dwight.
Hey, you still in that Habakkuk Yakina? You can read down to like verse 5 or verse 6, to back up what the brother was saying, because you know,
Let's see that more.
because hey, Trump is coming in that perfect devil spirit, using his sword to get the fatness of the earth, graping, robbing, murdering, and a brother can get that Micah chapter 2 too. That Mike, I think it's Micah 2:2-3.
Two to
Hey,
two.
he's going for what he knows, which is a beautiful thing to see. Because as the brother Amawad said, he's getting in that ancient Edomite spirit, and what the men of the Lord are getting in that ancient Israelite spirit, waking back up to our identities, proclaiming who we are, and prophesying. Everybody is going back to exactly where they need to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue reading. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him." All right, but the just shall live by faith.
Hey, you know what I just said. His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. The wicked are estranged from the womb, and he's showing that he is that wicked. But what? The just shall live by his faith. The Israelites of the elect waking up, and what? Living by our faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, prophesying this man's downfall and knowing that he's coming down upon our people. But what? Having the faith and the hope that that stage is going to be set up for us when Nero 47, does what he did, like he did back in ancient Rome, persecution of the Christians.
Yeah, it goes on to say, verse 5, "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home." All right, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as debt, and cannot be satisfied, but
God.
gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people.
Hey, that's the Nero 47 scripture right now. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He's up in Venezuela. He's looking to get up in Greenland, Mexico, Cuba, Colombia, and his desire is as hell and as death and cannot be satisfied. And we know the grave is never satisfied. People are constantly going back to the spirit world. But what? Gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. He's trying to gather into himself Greenland now, get Venezuela's oil, get the people under his system, under the Monroe Doctrine, but ultimately what? Under this NWO, so everybody can get a C-hip in them.
Yeah, y'all remember? You remember this? I'm gonna put it on here.
Describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years.
Oh, yeah, I did it a couple of years ago. Yeah, brother.
Yes, Somalis.
Why won't you ever rent a house again?
Because this is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran. I said, "Is it classified?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said,
but that goes with the scripture.
Khan.
We just said it says he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarged his desire as hell and is as dead, and could not be satisfied. Because the end goal, we know as the Israelites or as the prophets, the end goal is Iran. And when he go in Iran, you better be somewhere, because all hell gonna break loose, man.
God. And that was General, he's probably a former general now, General Wesley Clark. And he made that speech in the buildup to, I believe, the war in Iraq back in 02, 03 after 9/11, which all those nations, the majority of them have already been taken down. But who's the last one on that list? Iran, which you're hearing about that in the news. They just had a blackout, caused by a cyber attack.
Russia. That's the government.
Yeah, that's the 2 end goals. The end goal is the C-hip to be put in everybody's right hand in the forehead, and the end goal to take down is who? Iran. Now they took down Venezuela, and like I said, they got video out there of Trump he wanted to go into Venezuela way before he was even fucking president, man. Talked about it. Because why? One of the main things, not only do they have resources and minerals in the oil, because back then, remember Bush, it was speculation that Bush was going into Iraq because of oil. Now this nigga here come out and say, "Hey, we going there, we took the oil, took that shit, nigga. We took that shit like your boy, stole that shit, man." But this dude, literally, they're doing it too because Venezuela don't have a central banking system under the small hats, man.
Rothschilds.
Yeah, right along with Iran.
Yep.
Okay. So
Got you.
we on a fast. We definitely on a fast track, man. And the Most High speeding things up. But go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, he. I think he mentioned something about Cuba. He talking about bombing the drug cartels in Mexico. All right, different. This man, he said bombing the boats, the drug boss. Man, this man is cut up, man. But you said
how can you do that? How can you do that, Doc, when your military already spread thin?
Yeah.
How can you go in all these places at one time and protect here?
It remind you of Rome.
Yeah.
They just then because this who they are. The end of their time's gonna come through themselves, man. Them they's gonna help themselves kill themselves. Because you say they are as debt and hell. This is Isaiah 14 and 9. I'm gonna read it in the NIV, the NLT. It says the realm of I'm reading the NLT. In the place of the dead, there is excitement over your arrival. The spirits of the world leaders and the mighty kings, long dead, stand up to see you. So just as those kingdoms, and ironically, this the year of the 250 years of their kingdom. All those kingdoms before this devil that came down, they long to see your ass, right? Right in the dead with them. Because hell from beneath is moved deep, is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, man. See how he has been hell on the earth. He has been pursuing blood, nations heaping them to himself, people. All right, and he could never have enough. Well, you're gonna have enough hell, man. You're gonna be as a chase row. It says,
Hey, if I
give
can
it.
say real quick,
You got it.
what does it say in Ezekiel 35? Since thou hast not hated blood, blood shall pursue thee.
Yes.
The chickens are getting ready to come home and roost. You did all this killing, this graping, this stealing, and that all that energy is finally coming back to you.
Yes, brother. So you reap what you sow. And this devil done pillage. He done rape, rob. He took away houses. I still got that Michael for you. I just wanted to grab that because the elder had mentioned our debt, and he is as hell, man. He have put hell on everybody because it has been his heaven. So vice versa, the recompense gonna be when we in our heaven, y'all gonna have the max level of hell on y'all, man. All right, and it's fair. The Lord is a judgment. You got it.
I want to go back to what you said. I had pulled it, but then you brought it back around. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. I'm gonna get to the point. 53. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder, broken? How is Babylon become desolation among the nations?" You got it.
God, how is the hammer of the whole earth broken and cut asunder and become a desolation among the nations? He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. And if the Lord put you in the ultimate trick bag, your blessing to get everything was the sword. But by living by the sword, you're going to kill yourself by the sword.
The Lord gonna use the shields and bucklers, like you say, Ezekiel 38. That's why when they try to go in Iran, like you said, the Medes they're gonna be a guard unto these other nations. All of them handling what, brothers? Shields and bucklers. They ready to bang. These nations gonna turn pruning hooks into swords and weapons, and they created all kind of nuclear reactors, and these men ready to bang.
In the last couple of weeks, China been talking major shit. Like, look, whenever you ready, we ready to go too.
They said, we will not fire the first shot, but if America fucks with us, hey, we're gonna go to war with them. We have something called the 61, where it's 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. I do not think America wants to mess with us.
And whatever somebody talking about they always got a secret, like something secret for like as they getting it on, they gonna bring that out. They're not gonna even speak about that. They gonna just some weapons are just meant to be displayed. They are silent killers. In other words, all right, they just meant to be displayed. Like when they come out, they won't shake the heavens, man. All right,
Uh,
this quick one for you. I still got that mic, the Jeremiah 51.
I get this one real fast.
Oh, you got it.
Going into what he just said with China and these nations, they're boasting now, man. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares, my bad. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. And these nations are boasting. These nations are telling you, hey, I got that thing on me, man. And I'm ready to pull it.
They got nuclear capability now, bro.
Yeah.
God. Hey, Iran, you know, back in June, back in last June, you had the
Come on.
you had the
Oh man, that's an inside.
Last June you had the 12-day war between Israel and Iran, and Iran was shooting their old shit at the Iron Dome, and it was getting past the Iron Dome.
Yeah.
So and that was like a first ever direct strike on Israel. And I remember that you posted a clip, Yak and I, where you had one of them Elamites playing the saxophone while those missiles were flying.
Yeah, I remember that.
On the rooftop, man.
Playing the fiddle. Been burning.
And then you got North Korea. They just did another missile test. They've got them nukes that can reach the US. So hey, Esau was such a greedy man that not only did he have the blessing and the sword, but he wanted to make his desire is as hell and as death and cannot be satisfied. He was selling the capability to the sword to other nations, and they got built up off of it. And now what? The weak are saying they're strong. Like
That boy said that shit this week, man. Rocket Man saying that they need to release. He called the guy from Venezuela his friend, and then in response to this shit, he shot off 2 new. He got hypersonic missiles now.
Mm-hmm.
He shot 2 of them bitches off, man. It hit around Japan, I believe. So this whole shit is stirring up the kings of the earth, man.
Yeah.
God.
Xing, what his name in China? Ryan Xing Jing. I mean,
yeah, Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping. He did a showing in 2024 of there's a drone, like a drone mothership that could kind of release, I think, like 1,500 smaller drones out of it. It's a bigger drone. And then I went into lesson 2 to double back down while I was reading that lesson. They had a one with the stealth, the nuclear submarines under the water, the underwater drones, unmanned. They're like unmanned with like torpedo with the torpedo like missiles, nuclear missiles on them or whatever. So they were showing it, all right, to basically show like they got their swords up, man. People got their military weapons set and ready to go, and it's all fronts of war. All right, I'm gonna bring this out for you, brother, to back that up real quick. It's Jeremiah 51, and I'm gonna read down. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take bone for her? If so, she may be healed. We know she can't be. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, because these other nations gonna flee back to their country, man. They already have started it. A lot of these Arabic nations and different people took flight and went home, man. All right, they got fed off the hope and they gone. It says, for her judgment reaching to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. It says, the Lord had brought forth our righteousness come, and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh thy power. Here we go. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it. because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. You got
And we know that king of the Medes is speaking about these Russians.
Yeah.
Which, you know, they just did another hypersonic missile strike in a town in Ukraine, and with the U.S. season 2, you know, oil tankers going to Russia. Now Russia's sending their submarines and their navy out to defend, you know, those oil tankers, and like that's another
Oh, yeah.
flashpoint.
You seen they took two of Russia's tankers,
Mhm.
even though one of the ships started flying the Russian flag, they still took it anyway, man. And they real pissed off about that.
Yeah, I was just reading that article earlier.
So it's like somebody is now. It's a game of who's gonna flinch first. Like, imagine if a Russian sub torpedoes a U.S. Navy vessel, or a U.S. Navy vessel, you know, gets in a shootout with a Russian, you know, Navy vessel. Like, everything is just at you know, a flashpoint right now. It's just waiting to see which match gets lit first.
Yeah. Verse 12. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh had both devised and done that which he had spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Living those times.
Can you give me that Obadiah 1:1, Amawad?
I got you.
Because these nations are preparing the ambushes for America, economically and ultimately militarily.
Process.
I just want to say real quick that in that Jeremiah 15:23, where it speaks about the hammer of the earth, they have this saying that, you know, to a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And that's the way America looks at the nations. Like, look, we a hammer, so all of y'all are just nails. I could do as I please. But it's Obadiah 1:1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
And that whole chapter is dedicated to the judgment and the downfall of you Edomites. And it said, we have heard a rumor from the ambassadors, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And, you know, backing up what the brother brought out in that Jeremiah 51, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is preparing the ambushes for this horde. Shit, you can read down to verse 3, Baba Kasha. Oh,
more. I'm gonna read down like to 14.
Okay,
But
you got it, Kaya.
I'm gonna just read 2 more verses. Go ahead. Why you can finish, bro?
No, you can get it if you want. You
Yeah,
I
won't cut him what he had. I would just tell you I'm gonna read a little more.
Okay.
It's Obadiah 1:2. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
And you know, America's, that can go into 2 things: your demographics being made small, which I saw a video the other day about how in the UK, you know, there's 72 schools where I don't think there's a single British Edomite kid in the school, and if there is, they're a minority. Your birth rates are declining. You know, in America, you have a negative birth rate, so you're becoming which you already were, the global minority, but your numbers are dwindling on that front. And then you being made small is your reputation on the world stage being made small. Everybody's looking at what the West, you know, chiefly the U.S., as the problem, you know, the problem child on the earth, the warmonger, you know, all these negative things. What have a lot of these nations been saying? America is disrupting the world order and the rule of law. They're making it into pretty much like a gangster's thing out here.
Gangster paradise.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, I don't know if you can put this on the screen. And they put this TV sitcom. Hold on, I'm trying to send it.
It's a prelude to their extension, right? Because they're gonna become extinct according to the book of Obadiah as you read down. All right, you know, they just forwarding their extension from the face of the earth, man. You know, by what they're doing. So they sins have reached the heavens, and now their judgment has come. All right, they thought there was gonna be a lady. She thought she was gonna sit as a lady forever, but now everybody is hating the whore. All right, because she's been a whore. All right, verse 13. While the brother find it,
burned everybody.
He burned everybody, man. Yep. Jeremiah 15:13. It says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, which those waters are peoples, all right, abundant in treasures, right? She had been a golden cup in the hand of the Lord, right? When you read up, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. And this is a covetous man, right? He take lands, he covered lands, and Micah 2, take fields, all right? He taking people resources, lands, and hell, he don't do that. That ain't enough for him to take people lands and resources. He didn't even give them democracy, all right? And just totally have them bug the fuck out, man. McDonald's, right? He really do his thing, man, when he do his thing. It says the Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. You got it.
Con. Hey, during Biden's presidency, what did you have? Those open borders. So you got a bunch of sleeper cells that flooded into here, troops. So, hey, you're gonna have theist attacks here. You're gonna have boots on the ground by foreign nations. People are about to bang it out on the streets of America, as it says in 2 Ezra chapter 15. And one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands.
And this made me think about what you said. Like this ain't, and Esau put this out. Like I said, me and Amawal were going over it a couple of times. Revelation of the Method. All right, when they tell you something through sitcoms and comic books and media, social media, and different things, and they put it right in your face. And here it is. This is, I think it's from a TV show. What's the name of it?
Yeah, I forget the name, but it's one of the coolest scenes Esau ever did about itself.
Yeah, check this out. Play it out.
Yeah, let me know if y'all hear it.
Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity. Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way. Well, why is America not the greatest country in the world, Professor? That's my answer. You're saying yes. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey, and with a straight face, you're good. Tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom. Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom. All right. And yet you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. One of them is there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the work period, generation, period, ever, period. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yosemite?
Hey, fair use. Copyright disclaimer. We don't own any of the footage in that clip, nor do we stand to gain from it monetarily. It's simply for educational purposes.
But we do agree with it.
Con. Hey, he's to the point. What'd he say? Military, the hammer of the earth, incarcerations. What does it say in Isaiah? The house of the prisoners. The Israelites being put into the prison houses.
Real quick one, Ryan. Job 15:5-6, it says, for thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee.
That's all that clip was. And what? Psalm 64, thine own tongue shall fall upon thyself.
Mm-hmm.
You got these alternative media people exposing Esau. And even in his own media, as the brothers were going into it, the revelation of the method, the devil is just, telling you who he is and what he does and how he's gotten what he has.
The balance of that is the revelation of prophecy. It's just it's all it's double. It's telling you what the we're telling you, all right, by way of the way they saying it, but we're telling you by way of how Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua saying it. But he told the truth, and he's a devil. All right, he told the truth about the lies, man, and the deceptions they've been carrying for years. You got it.
I didn't see that. I've been saying it for the last 2 years. We gonna come up on a time, and we up on that time where this devil is coming out and tell you, I'm the fucking devil.
Yes.
This is works of Satan. This is what we're about. What you gonna do? They're practically coming out with it, man.
They said in 67 with Paul Harvey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they coming out with it, man. The horns are up, the fangs are out. All right, it's here, man.
Hey, I mean, yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's pretty much what Stephen Miller was saying. Hey, we're a superpower. What you gonna do about it? Like, we're gonna take what we want. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah, they tired of pretending to be Christian. They tired of pretending to believe in the Constitution. Esau just tired of pretending to be a good, upstanding citizen. He just going back to that raw, like, white is right, might is right. I'm right because I'm the white man. That's the spirit of him.
God, hey, they're tired of political correctness.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hence why Nero's getting rid of DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. He's erasing, Jakes that were in the military and military history from monuments and stuff. Like the brother was saying, he truly trying to whitewash everything out here, make America white again. Shit, really make America red again.
He losing his power. But the scripture spoke about how as he gonna get taken out of power. All right. It says that kingdom is translated from what? One man to another. All right. So his power is slipping before his grasp. And one thing about the devil, he always wanna be the devil. I don't understand what people, no matter if he do it deceitfully with craft, he have always been the devil.
Hey, with that precept you quoted in Sirach, that's a two-edged sword, because what does it say? By violence, robbery, and murder, the kingdom is translated from one person to another. How did he get his kingdom? Through those acts, and through those very same acts, these people are turning against him, and he's losing his kingdom.
That's how he's gonna get took from him. He gonna get beat out of it.
Yeah, going back to what Raya quoted earlier, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You took the fatness of the earth through force, violence, which brother's about to read that Micah. That's gonna be the end of you. The same fate, man. What you said?
So yeah, I'm agreeing with him. I'm like, yeah, the fat bro is coming home to sing now, man. What did it say? You reap what you sow. You sow wickedness, you sow destruction. Your sword, or the sword is coming up on you, man.
God, has thou become as weak as we? Hey, this is Esau's blessing. Imagine you have a gun, you have a rifle, you AK-47 or whatever, and on the last shot, the final bullet shoots backwards into your face.
Yeah.
Like the other 29 shots go to wherever you're aiming at, but the last one comes back and hits you in the face. That's Esau's blessing.
Like the throwaway gun. Video I'm gonna watch, dude. You did about 5.5 years ago.
About that.
Yeah. It still stands true. Still relevant, right?
Yeah. I mean, Esau is the Most High's throwaway. You use it, then you just get rid of it.
Yeah, man.
God.
You get your. I got that Micah.
God. You can read verse 3 in that Obadiah before we get that Micah.
I think I had a scripture too.
Oh, you had a precept by it?
Yeah, just real quick. This Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. I was just backing up what you were saying about Esau just coming right out saying he the devil. You know, being the devil, admitting you're the devil means what? I'm gonna just come down with great wrath. Now that y'all know I'm the devil, I don't have to hide anymore. I'm gonna just this is what I've been
Mhm.
doing the past few centuries. I've been building up all these weapons. I've been lying. I've been doing this. Now that I'm caught red-handed, I ain't got when you corner a wild animal, they back against the wall. All you can do is just attack. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, he been hiding it, camouflaging it. He been what it saying, Daniel 8:25 through his policies. He caused craft to prosper in his hand using crafty his what you call it, his system, his injustice system, different things. He's been being a devil, all right, but he been all in the name of the amendments and the Constitution, all right. He been being a devil. If you go and see, because what he's been using that against Jake, man, all right, against the people. You see, you got it, bro.
Can you want that Obadiah, the third verse?
Con.
It says Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Hey, Isaiah 47, that said, I sit a queen forever and shall never see the loss of children. But as it also says, but in one day shall it come upon thee. 1 hour in Revelation 18, widowhood and the loss of children. Ultimately with what? Those nuclear missiles hitting this place. But as it said, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, sitting in the highest positions out here, that like that did it say that does the next verse say, set thy nest among the stars, or was that same verse?
That's the next verse.
Con, you got it.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
And just look at America's emblem, the eagle. And Esau has always used the eagle throughout its history. Rome had the eagle, Nazi Germany had the eagle. And when you go back to Mount Petra, or Petra, they have eagles carved onto the walls of that that stone structure in the mountainside. So that's always been Esau's MO. And what's funny is that Benjamin Franklin originally wanted the symbol of America to be a turkey, but they're like, no, we need something stronger than that. So hey, the eagle. But it said, though thou set thy nest among the stars, hey, Houston, we have landed, which the moon landing, that's all Hollywood theater. But Esau does have what, things in low orbit space, satellites and space structures. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You know, the apostles and elders always bring it up. When Esau said he went to the moon in the 60s, that's when you really started to see Esau's decline begin. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle and set thy nest amongst the stars, hence will I bring thee down. And we're just about at the end of this devil being being brought down. As it said back in that Revelation 12, verse 12, the devil's coming down in great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. It's what Trump is doing is that quote, that fire quote by Vladimir Lenin that the apostles brought out last year, where it was like there are decades where nothing happens, and then somebody might have to get that quote. It's like there are decades where nothing happens, and then there are
moments where decades happen.
Khan. Yeah, I don't want to misquote it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Vladimir Lenin, it says there are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen.
We're literally in what? The first week of January, and look at all the things that have transpired.
On the world front too. Not just, it's been happening worldwide, which is an indication of what? A world's woe.
Okay. That's our ticket out of here.
Yeah.
And hey, even though he was a gutter rat, who was Vladimir Lenin the head of?
The bear, huh?
Yeah, the Soviet Union. He was one of the ones that put Russia onto the path of the Soviet Union. So it's fitting that a damn a Gagite would say that.
Con. Gagite.
Con, hey, I
Crazy.
will put hooks into thy jaws and bring thee back. And that bear is getting ready to devour that eagle.
Con.
But you got that, Micah, Kaya.
Con, this Micah 2 verse 2, it says, you want me to start from the top?
Con, you can start at the top.
Con, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
And Esau, you notice with a lot of these things going on, they got all these distractions. You got what? You got the Epstein files. You got celebrity gossip. Down here, you got Mardi Gras coming up. But on the world stage, where we've got talks of World War III and nuclear weapons being used. Esau's working his schemes behind the scenes, and just creating the right narrative, the politically correct narrative, so when he presents it to the people, it's acceptable to him. Oh, Maduro was a dictator abusing his people. We got to bring human rights when all you want is the oil and the gold and the resources.
I seen them talking to Trump right after they did. We had to do it. We just had to do it. Says who? And like I said, we're in the age of the phone and computer. Where's the proof that he's misusing and abusing the people? Because even if y'all can show his people celebrating with their own phone, celebrating his capture. Where's the videos of him abusing people at, man? If you can show celebrating. Bullshit.
And I can't remember which U.S. government agency it was, but after they got Maduro, they said that the cartel group that he was a part of or had a hand in running didn't even exist.
Hey, he also said Rodriguez better watch out because she next. the governor and everybody else. I think it was the vice president. She went to Russia. What her name was? I forget.
I don't remember what her name was.
Went to Russia though. Soon as Maduro and his wife, quote unquote, that's all like you said, that's a spectacle. All right, he got on a Nike Tech jumpsuit, telling everybody,
AI, man. A lot of that bullshit AI too, man.
Yeah, and manipulation. It's world manipulation, man.
And then when Maduro, he's in the courtroom, he got a damn do-rag on his head.
Bullshit, man.
Looking like a real Slim Shady.
It's retarded, man. People believe that, the bread and circus, bro. Just give them anything. Give them anything.
And then you gotta be mindful that you're dealing with a guy that dealt with reality TV, man. So this is shit that just became one big ass show. It's bullshit.
Shit show.
God. You can keep reading, Kaya. We'll probably close out at verse 3 or verse 4.
Yeah, this verse 2. Well, one it says because it is in the power of their hand, they practice it. That goes back to that Daniel. His power should be mighty, but not by its own power. You can destroy it wonderfully. Shall prosper and practice. Shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. So he had a time to be set up to hurt the earth, take peace from the earth, as it says in Revelation, which we're living in those times. The Bible is totally alive. I mean, prophecy is at its all-time high. So we just sitting back at, we just messengers, man. Don't shoot the messengers, right? Verse 2 says, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and heritage.
Let's look at, let's just look at Venezuela, for instance. They covered fields and take them by violence. We want the oil, houses. Hey, until we get the right person in there, we're just going to run Venezuela. Even a man and his heritage, just taking those people's stuff. And Nero said this recently. Look, we're gonna we're gonna make sure the money for that oil goes to help the Venezuelan people, and actually, I'm gonna have a hand in making sure the money goes to those people. Hey, it's going straight into your back pocket.
Shit
Hey,
crazy.
even when we take the kingdom from him, we did it in righteousness because it was ours to start with. Even when we do those things that they have done unto us, it was all in righteousness, man. When it said the kings of the earth and Daniel shall take the kingdom, brother, it was our kingdom. When you read second Ezra 6, he said, "Oh Lord, if it was our kingdom, then why do these heathens or these nobodies or nothing possess it?" So when we take the kingdom back, it was in righteousness. We even did that in righteousness, man. All right. It says, verse 3, Micah 2:3. It says, "Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil."
And hey, that's the point we're coming into. As it said, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family, this house, which is divided against itself right now, do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. Since thou hast not hatest blood, blood shall pursue thee. Since he that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. By you going with your blessing, you're going to bring about your own downfall. You're turning your allies against you. You're turning the world against you. That Obadiah, let us rise up against her in battle. They're setting up the ambushes, and ultimately, being led by the king of the Medes, they're going to shoot those glittering arrows on you, those nuclear missiles.
You see?
I got a quick one for you.
I got one. Whenever you end it, I'm ending on this one.
This Baruch 4:25. It says, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from our power. For thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck."
Hey, he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Shortly we shall see his destruction, and then, as the brother was going into, we're going to take our shit back.
Yeah.
We're gonna take the saints are gonna what? Take the world.
Take the
As
world.
my boy Brightburn said, take the world. And that's exactly what we're about to do.
Like Trump said on that little meme I had, we had to go take when you took Maduro, we had to take the nigga, we had to hit in the backyard.
Yeah.
Come on. That's Trump though, bro. Trump, bro, the Edom is the niggas, brother. That's they the earthly niggas. You got it.
Yeah, they real niggas.
They real niggas, bro. They RNs.
Huh? What that one is? When I put up there,
crackers. YCs.
YCs.
That's the one you talking about. I heard you say that. I see, Lord.
Yeah, the YCs. I'm trying to find this other one though. Let me see. Man, where is it?
Let me put it. Let me put
this
it.
One.
That's what I do, nigga. Throw that shit. That's what I do, nigga. And I stole it, like, bro. But niggas don't understand. I talk facts, Vlad. I talk facts. All right. Don't even deny it. That's cool. I talk facts. When I what, nigga? Give me that, nigga. Okay. You know when a nigga got a girl, her shit fat, bro. You don't know what to do with that. Give me that.
What the fuck, man? That's AI, but that's how them niggas think, though, man. You guys took that shit.
You know they key them low out when you could take what's supposed to be the president or the man of the country and make memes and shit. They ain't gonna be able to do that to us in the kingdom of heaven, man. Man, we gonna have lightning bolts and shit and thunder and all. Man, come on, brother. Ain't nobody gonna they're on a world spectacle. Like they are really in, like you could make a spectacle of the world leaders. Like you could meme them, AI, everything, man. That shit ain't gonna happen on our watch. You got it, bro.
God. You said you had a precept, Yakina? Or what?
Yeah. If you want to end it, whenever you're ready to end it.
Kind of we'll end it on you.
Yeah, I get straight to the business. This is Revelation chapter 17. I saw that 15 and 16 is the point. It says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people and multitudes and nations and tongues. This is the point. All right. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And hey, that whore is America. The 10 horns of the EU, the beast is NATO, and it said these shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. Those glittering arrows, those nuclear missiles, which, another thing in the news is every other nation is saying, look, we got those things and we're ready to use it. You even had he could have been a Jake or he could have been a Hamite. It was somebody over in Africa, which, that military uniform saying, in light of what happened in Venezuela, we all need to get nukes now. So that wasn't a veiled threat. That was a straight to the point, thing he said. It's like, look, we got to get nukes for America, because if we don't, they're gonna come take our shit.
This is true.
Yep.
That's why Israel wants to stop Iran from getting the nukes. That's why, look at what happened with Gaddafi. He gave up his nuclear capabilities for peace, and then he ended up getting dragged out of a damn storm drain and sodomized with a bayonet.
Yeah, and getting a hole put on the top of his head like a dolphin, man.
Con.
In front of the world. That will happen. With that peace, ain't no goddamn peace, man. Ain't no goddamn peace when you sitting up there, you're paying rebels off to come up against me, acting like it's my own. Hey, man, them people been doing some shit for years, man. Some wild shit been going on, man. These motherfuckers been assassinated world leaders, like your boy over there, that was Haiti. They wanted him to take the power pack to his people. The C-19. He said no. He was sending your fruit and saliva from lizards, and coming back saying, they got the C-19. They found out he was getting the saliva from lizards and fucking fruit. What they did, they brought the militia over there and whacked him and his wife and all that, man.
Mm-hmm.
This guy been knocking people off for years, man. But we at the time, man. We at the time where, like I say, the world leaders are finna gang up on this whore, man. Everybody's tired of it, man. Everybody's tired of the so-called white man. Everybody's tired of America, man. You want to get bullied? Hey, man, you're going to bully people for so long until the bully gets bullied, man. Until everybody jumps the goddamn bully.
God.
That's what I want to say this too. That's what everybody, hey, man. It's just one nigga, man. We might as well just go ahead and jump this nigga, man. We're stronger together. This nigga, what he gonna do? Can't do nothing.
America made so many enemies to the allies have become an enemy to them. Like, hell, we outnumbered, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna say that when you sock the shit out of the goddamn bully in the classroom, you find out how everybody else feel when you sock the shit out of that. Yeah. For somebody to punch that nigga, everybody come out. Then you might have 2 or 3 that just come in and help you sock that nigga, man.
His mother's just like that. Just like Britain, his mother's so confounded. Everybody gonna just get this whore, bro.
Yeah, when everybody stop playing like they're scared of this nigga, then you'll see.
He's not so tough.
Nigga running around acting like he got the pole on him. Well, fucking nigga, I got the pole on me too. I could pull my Bible out and give you some scriptures too, nigga. You playing? You know what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the scriptures. I'm talking about some other scriptures, man. I could read you some scriptures right here. And then guess what? Me and that brother be talking about all the time. One thing about niggas that be going around bullying people, going around stepping on people, when it's another step over there that got just as much power, just as much ammunition, all type of shit as you do, what a nigga do?
Meet in the middle. They want
Oh,
shake hands. That's the be
oh,
other
I
side,
don't want to meet in the middle. I want your lunch now,
man.
because they got what they got. They got predators, and there's some on a step above a predator. That's an apex predator, man. And where the Most High got Russia and China at, they the apex predator. Is ready to take this bitch lunch, man. When she go, that's why we said, man, we can't wait till your red ass go trying to go march up in Iran, man. Watch what happened when you go your red ass in Iran. Watch what happened. Watch. Just watch, man. This shit gonna be jumping like Jordan out here.
God.
We're gonna
And
see
again,
we're gonna see all type of shit. The draft, the chip, everything it's gonna get crazy, man.
The Lord start eating the red potted meat. Potted meat. Potted meat. That's what we gonna get turned to. Saying he liked it anyway.
Yeah, you gonna get your ass microwave, man. Seriously.
Nuked.
Vaporized, man.
God.
Cause hey, man, them nations ain't they know you got the shit. You got a powerful army, man. They ain't wasting no time with you, man. That's why I said we said it before. This shit only gonna be a fast ground war. It's gonna be a fast area war. And by sea, man, people want to say, man, fuck that, hit the button. What they say? Go. What is DAR 5? Oh no, 4. I probably said
DEFCON.
DEFCON.
DEFCON. Let's go DEFCON 4, man. Let's get it over with. Hit the button, man. Fuck it. Hit the button, man.
You look at the way these things are chemically made and done. Everything's done by speed, like by the requirement of it, how it's used, how it travel, the fire, everything done by speed. This gonna be quick, man. This destruction gonna be very quick, man. Nuclear destruction. It's gonna be quick. This ain't gonna be drawn out like that, man.
Yeah, Jacob's trouble not gonna last for years.
Oh no, even the water got speed, man.
It's gonna become the biggest graveyard on the planet Earth, man. Literally, with no headstones either, man.
A line of confusion stretched across it.
Let me see. And like I said, these elites, they know what we talking about, man. All right. It just you other goddamn copper tops and drones and marshmallow heads out there. You don't know what the fuck we talking about, man. You think we talking crazy? These guys, man, what are they talking about? Y'all still talking that Bible stuff? Yeah. And what we're saying is speaking too.
Come.
But that was all I had.
Any brothers got anything else they want to bring out? Hey, so with that, we hope your sincere Akim and Akwath were edified. But before we get out of here, again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Barakash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Ababa Ball,
Nababa.
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.